is Platoon for the NES. As you can probably tell by this screen right here. It's always I played this game a lot back when I was 8 or 9. It's always stood out, just this first screen right here. I just really like the logo. I like the guys in the background here. I think it's a real nice title screen. It's based on a real short clip of the movie, just them walking through the jungle. Thought they did a good job. I also really like the soundtrack here. This song anyway. It's real bassy and cinematic. It's not trying to be catchy. It's got real bass to it. I like this. Like letting this roll. So you'll see in a second. You get some cinematics coming up. I was always impressed by him. Can never beat Sunsoft's score. Yeah, so these are the opening shots here. It's kind of weird. This is the end of the movie they're showing first, which I always thought was weird. But looks good anyway for Nintendo. It's Elias getting shot in the back. And I think that's supposed to be Charlie Sheen. But you can definitely tell they're humans. So this is the start of the actual game, and the game's broken down into 4 different stages. They all play differently, but kind of sucks is if you die in one of them, you're gonna stop back here every time, back in the jungle, which is, it's kind of tough just because it's laid out like a maze. You'll see here as I'm going through. Everything kind of looks similar. A lot of dead ends. It's easy to get lost. You gotta know where you're going. It's gonna take a few tries. You're just gonna be stuck here, wandering aimlessly, just shooting these guys, falling out of the trees, popping up from the ground. Try not to step on any tripwires. Again, for a Nintendo game, the graphics are pretty good. I mean, the animation kind of sucks and kind of simplistic, but it gets the point across, and you can tell you're in a jungle. I mean, after going through this, you get pretty claustrophobic. Not knowing where you're going, I mean, you start getting frustrated. I'm not a big fan of the jungle anyway. Never been there, don't want to. I mean, you get, these guys, you get enemies, you get mosquitoes, giant bugs, all sorts of snakes, and creepy crawlies and predators, and it's just really not a nice place to be, I don't think. Yeah, right there you just got explosives. If you didn't know they were there, there's no indication that's what you're supposed to be doing, so you're just kind of wandering around, Took me a while to even figure that out. If you take a look at the interface here, see status. Those are your lives. You get 5 of them. So I don't know why it's 3 digits. I mean, it's not like you get 100 of them. I don't know, maybe you played long enough just walking around shooting guys and not dying. Maybe you can get extra lives. I don't know. I never got an extra guy. I have no idea. You get the little bullet holes here. It says hits, it's your life. If you get 4 of them. 4 hits, you're dead. Or if you step on a tripwire, it's an automatic death. I always like, this is like the top of the map almost. obviously there's no jungle canopy or anything. It means you're about halfway done. Plus you get out of like the claustrophobia of being in the jungle, which is always appreciated. Right here, I'm at a bridge they wanted me to destroy, which I don't even think was the scene in Platoon. I think it might have been Apocalypse Now. They had to destroy a bridge or something, but it definitely wasn't in Platoon. Here I'm inside a village, and you can see the morale meter on the bottom. They actually let you shoot the villagers instead of those blue guys running around instead of green. Every time you shoot them, your morale goes down a little bit. It's all the way to the bottom. It's game over, and you're back in the first stage. You just gotta find a couple things here. You gotta find a map and a torch. And, some of the objects inside the buildings will, the booby trap should kill you instantly. So, again, I've played this once or twice, so I know where to go, thankfully. There's the trap door down to the second stage, which is a tunnel stage, which is again is based off a scene from the movie. It's another real short scene. It's Elias going down the tunnels. It always kind of creeped me out though, and this stage does too. In the game, it always freaked me out as a kid. It's dark. It's just this weird first-person view. This is right here is actually the worst part. I've had nightmares about these things. This is like kind of weird zombie soldier guy coming out with a friggin' knife from the water. It's just a creepy scene. It's like zombie swamp thing or something. Now the whole point of this stage here is you gotta go around and find these bunkers. And, you're looking for 2 sets of flares and a compass. Again, you would have no idea unless you played a few times, and if you die, you're back in the jungle. So it's just trial and error, just where everything is. Thankfully they give you a map up there on the right, but you only see so much of the map at a time. So, oh Jesus Christ, there's another one. And not only is this like a creepy image right here, just this guy coming out of the water who's green for some reason, with a knife, first person, 8-bit graphics. It's horrifying enough, just the fact that if he kills you, man, you're going back to that first level. You just do not want to do that. Now the combat in the stage, right, the whole game, I mean the actual action parts of it aren't that tough. Just here in particular, I mean, you kind of divide your attention between the map to make sure you're going in the right direction and the screen. And whenever somebody pops up like that, I mean, the cursor's, you'll stop moving. The cursor's free aim, but you'll be going forward, and the cursor will go up because you're pressing up on the D-pad. And it's completely random where these guys show up. So I mean, the best bet is just finish this as fast as you can, get out of there, and just memorize which bunkers and stuff you need and get to the exit. Alright, so here's the third stage, the second to last, and again it's based off a scene from the movie.
Tripfire Rodriguez is all!
So if you made it this far, you're getting towards the end, so you're getting real excited about finally finishing the game.
Over here, man!
Now this stage can be either really easy or impossible, just depends on how high you have the brightness on your TV turned up. First time I did it, I had no idea what I was doing. Just saw a pretty much black screen. Hit marker just kept going up and started over back in the jungle again. You get a flare gun on the bottom right, but again I had no idea how to use it, or I don't think I could even see it really. You gotta shoot it, which is weird because one button for shooting and the other does nothing. I don't know why they just make the flares the other button. So it's really easy, kind of repetitive too. I mean, just keep the cursor on that same axis there, and just go left and right, shooting those dark shapes. Not really too much of a problem. Just kind of different though. I mean, it's different from the other stages. But you just don't want to lose this. And there you go. That's all there is of that stage. It's one more left. The last stage is again different from the previous three. It's a whole new ball game here. It's kind of cool that the 4 stages are different, but then again, you never really get too good at one style of playing. This is just a third-person shooter almost. All you really got to do is stay in the back there and try not to get hit by the sniper fire to the left. You see these guys running back and forth up top. Their bullets are kind of a random spread to it, so you just gotta do your best to stay out of the way. There's all sorts of crap on the ground too. You gotta watch out for. You're gonna get hurt. See the interface a little bit different here too. You get a compass in the top right. Doesn't really do anything. I mean, there's only a couple places you can either go left or right. It's just north and south here, so you can go back or anything. I also see the timer. I mean, being timed to get to the end of the stage. But never seen the timer go down. I always end up dying beforehand. For some reason too, you can take 5 hits instead of 4, which you could the rest of the game. Not really sure why, but kind of neat here. You can see these guys, they're really good at running back and forth, dodging your bullets. Back when I originally was playing the game, back in the 80s and the 90s, I was a kid. Never make it past that tunnel stage. I just think those guys popping out of the water with knives just freak me out too much. But there I am replaying 2012 and 28. Here's the final boss area. Only got to it a few times. Times that you don't beat them, it's really bad. Because again, you start back at the beginning. Right there, there's 4 hits instead of 5. So I had that one more. Not much room for error there, and finally after 20 years, and finally gonna put this game to bed once and for all. As you can see, I only had 15 seconds left. I had 1 hit left on me. I'm just gonna put this last grenade right in this bastard's face.
Put your mouth on this.
This right here looks a lot more like Charlie Sheen, but I don't like what he's doing with his hand right there. Here's some more pretty well done cutscenes at the end. It's more than most Nintendo games will give you anyway. The music was new and they spelled director wrong. So I don't think too many people consider this a classic up there with, you know, Mario or something like that. But you know, I enjoyed it. I mean, it was different. You know, 4 different games in one. You know, there weren't too many mini game collections like that, if you want to call it that, back then. You know, it was also a halfway decent movie game. Certainly wasn't super realistic or anything, but compared to other games, it was pretty much the Armor 2 of its day, I guess you could say. It's also pretty grim subject matter. Kind of makes me wonder whether to do like a Deer Hunter game, or I don't know, like an Apocalypse Now game, or even like a Full Metal Jacket game. Wonder what that would look like.
Do it! Do it!
So that's the end of the game. I don't know if they actually thought anybody would beat it or not, because you're stuck at the screen. You know, I'm used to games now. You wait for a little teaser or something to pop up afterwards, or nothing there. Just stuck in the screen. The end. Press any button you want, but not gonna do anything. You just gotta get up, either shut the Nintendo off or hit reset or anything. You can't even save your score, so that Sunsoft score is gonna be there for eternity.